This is Laser Challenge Team Force. These came out in 1996, which means by 2017, this system's old enough to drink. It's a little nostalgic for me. I have quite an affinity for Laser Challenge because this is what I started with. Christmas of 1996, I got my first Laser Challenge Team Force set. It came with 2 blasters, 2 front sensors, and we went at it, and it was awesome. I loved this stuff, and other friends picked it up, and we started having laser tag matches through the neighborhood, and the rest is kind of history. I've been doing it ever since. Laser Challenge, I'm going to go over how it works, show you kind of its faults and features. But yeah, let's just get started. You like I said, you get 2 of these blasters in the box, and then you could also get a super laser and a back sensor that could plug into your front sensor later on. So if you wanted to upgrade stuff, essentially, that was kind of neat. There's no cord here. These aren't connected. As a result, there's also no team settings, so you can shoot whoever, including yourself. So you gotta be a little careful with that. But and then you had free range of stuff. You could pick up another gun. You could use 2. It was so simplistic, so easy to use. The base tagger has 2 AA batteries that you put in through the bottom here. You turn it on. It has a beep that is ongoing. They stopped using this beeping feature on all the future Laser Challenge products that they made. The arm button over here, and then you have 6 shots. After those, you have a little noise that lets you know you're out of ammo and you're not shooting anymore. You reload, you have 6 more. Now, on the other side of the blaster, you have a reset button. This is used to, when you're done shooting this person, you can shoot that reset signal and it will reset the blaster. This is kind of its Achilles heel for 2 reasons. One, it means that at any point in the game, if you're getting shot up, you can just shoot a reset tag at yourself or your teammate and restore all of their health. It also means that there is a signal in these that will essentially reset the entire blaster. And because Laser Challenge coding wasn't the greatest, and the sun filtration wasn't very good, and you could essentially shoot them with a TV remote, it meant that other things could randomly reset your blaster, reset your vest as well. So it was a little troublesome to use in that aspect, but the simplicity of Laser Challenge was kind of the beauty of it. Simple on-off switch on the back here. Sometimes people just run around with the blaster off because they didn't want that beep on. Turn it back on, hit reload, and go for it from there. The sensor vests, you have 10 hits. On the 9th hit, it warns you, and during that warning, you can't get hit, so it's kind of your chance to either make your last change or get the heck out of there. There's a little switch on the back to turn it on, and you're ready to go. Turn on your blaster, start shooting. Little fidgety on the power switch here. You'll notice I can hit myself. No team settings, oops. But you'll also notice that there's an extra cord coming out of this. This is my back sensor. This could be added on, plugged in to the back of your existing front sensor, and attached to the back of the straps. So you could, actually for a while there we were just running with front sensors because we didn't have enough back sensors to go around. And then after we collected enough to go around, then we started using back sensors as well to make things more fair. There's no sensors on the guns, so you can shoot behind trees and things like that, and cheat, I guess. A little annoying. But yeah, the back sensors, actually, these are the only back sensors that they ever made for the Laser Challenge lineup through its well over a decade-long history. And it's interesting because there are other systems that they made later on that can still use this back sensor, but they didn't bother making like new updated designs or anything specifically with those. They just had a little port in the back. It's like the end of a phone cable you plug in, and you could use these on Team Force 2000, Radar Extreme. I think those are the only 2 that you could plug in these old school back sensors into. So we have a lot of these in our armory to supplement and make sure that everybody has a front and back sensor when they're playing to make things fair. Then there's this guy. Oh boy. So pretty much, I didn't have a super laser until much, much later. But my friend that I started laser tagging with did. And it was his signature weapon of pure annihilation. And what he would do is he'd have this off, have his sensor on obviously, be hiding in the bushes, and all you would hear is this sequence. Power on, reload, and then you were dead. 25 rounds, fully automatic. Pretty good spread. Pretty good range for this blaster, although not too much better than a standard blaster. These are getting about 200, 250 feet, but this was 21 years ago. But yeah, so they the super laser was a coveted weapon of laser destruction. These things were awesome. They stored 4 AA batteries in the back, and they came in a set of 1. So you got 1 blaster, 1 vest, and they also came with 1 back sensor. And yeah, he kicked my butt every time with it until we started actually building on these. Because these blasters and vests and everything are so simple, modifications for tinkerers like me, it's very easy to start doing that stuff. Now this stuff was released by a company called Toymax, which eventually sold everything to Jack's Pacific, and things went downhill from there. But the Toymax blasters, 1996, Toymax Incorporated, made in China. Adult assembly required. Very nostalgic stuff with these, but not the greatest range, and they didn't have very good sun filtration, so instead of just not being able to hit stuff during the daytime, you were just getting hit constantly by Mr. Sun, Mr. Golden Sun. Please rain down hellfire on me, apparently. So we mostly use these for evening and afternoon and night games, but they're not littered in lights when you're moving, they just have that little beep. And then when you do fire, you got lights and sounds and all that. So it's a little bit stealthier to use than other systems that I've seen after this, especially. But that was okay because you didn't really want to be seen at night for a system that worked better at night. But yeah, very, very simple to use, very easy, and every single thing that's ever called Laser Challenge is backwards compatible to this gear. I believe the last Laser Challenge sets came out in 2010 or 2012 or something like that. So a very long run for the Laser Challenge brand. Lots of gear that you can find. If you just eBay search Laser Challenge, you'll find a ton of stuff out there. There's other sets of this that I'll review later, and I'll also be comparing some stuff with them, so stay tuned for some comparison videos.